All right, check out our new sponsor, Greenwood Stocks. They want you to know how to be able to trade stocks and be your own boss and be free to travel the world by making passive income. We all need that passive income from stock market. What are you waiting for? Call or text 281-760-3170. If you didn't catch that, that's on your screen. Or check them out at social media, Greenwood Stocks, and catch them at Gmail, greenwoodstocktrading at Gmail, and the YouTube channel is Greenwood Stocks. Appreciate them for giving me the opportunity. Check them out. We out. All right, man, listen to this real quick.
Disagree with you, but I want to say this first, and you react to it. That we live in a time now, Terry, where you can't touch the quarterback. The whole league is built. All the rules now are quarterback. Even Belichick looked lost last year when he lost a quarterback. Don't you have to in 2021, Terry? Don't you have to pamper a little bit the quarterback? The whole league now is built around. You used to be able to have great running backs and an average quarterback, and we go, boy, that's a Super Bowl team. If you don't have a quarterback now, Terry, we just trying to cancel you. We never even time. So do you have to baby Aaron a little?
No, I don't think so. I disagree with that. I do think that our superstar quarterbacks, our superstars, period, feel a little bit empowered by their fame and certainly by their fortune. And I do believe that while Aaron Rodgers is phenomenal, look, he's an incredible player. But I can sit here and tell you right now, he has probably the worst footwork I've ever seen for a starting quarterback. I mean, I was talking to John Zarnicki this morning, and I said, he's an amazingly accurate, he protects the football, he puts up monster numbers, but his footwork is all over the place. And I don't know if that's because he got hit a lot, he's out of position and doesn't trust his lineman, very seldom steps into a throw. Pretty impressive, actually. But I do believe they are a little bit pampered. A lot of coaches would say, you know what, he deserves to be pampered. He's this, he's that. And I say, look, you signed a contract. You've got a couple of years left on that. If you want to be like Tom Brady, play out your contract and then move on. But in this case, you can't force. Aaron Rodgers coddled maybe too much. He has no right to want to get the GM fired. What right does he have? No more right than I have to call Eric Shanks and say, tear my contract up. I had a really good year. And you go, well, you've got 4 years left on it. Yeah, but I had a really good year. And I'm Terry Bradshaw, and I'm a superstar. I don't believe in that. You know, I'm old school. You know that. And I just think these players are just, look, he wants to go to the West Coast. Eliminated him from that. He's not going to San Diego, and he's certainly not going to the Rams now. I don't know where he can go because they're going to have a cap hit there in Green Bay that's monstrous. And I'm support Green Bay here. Make him come back. You know, make him come back to you. Don't go to him. Make him come back to you.
All right, that's one clip of Terry Bradshaw that he said. But appreciate everybody for tapping in. Check out the NFL playlist. Keep sharing the videos. Appreciate the love, support. And basically what's going on is Terry Bradshaw is going against the grain on Aaron Rodgers and saying that basically he's taking Green Bay side on the whole thing where he wanted to get the GM fired, which I heard that was false. Or Pat McAfee show AJ Hawk said it was false. But let's talk about it. I got another clip I'll play towards the end, but like I said before, man, you don't have this in the NBA. You might see people criticize players and this, that, and the third, but when it comes to getting money and come to for the most part the NBA, want somebody to get to a new place like they did James Harden, want him to get traded to. People support him. And the NFL is totally different. NFL is totally broken up, totally apart. They're not as unified as the NBA is. The NBA say, okay, we all gonna take a step to the right. They're gonna right. Some NFL players gonna take one to the right. Some gonna take it to the left. Some gonna step to the front. Some gonna step to the back. But this just shows you how NFL players aren't unified. This is why the NFL can continue to get over, not get them the contracts they want, not get them the money they want, not to get them a piece of the revenue that they want. This is why they always be dictated, because neither the legends, neither the players, the current players, the coaches, none of them is on the same accord. None of them support each other. They always gonna go against the grain. Now, if you've been living under a rock, what's been happening here for the most part is Aaron Rodgers want to leave Green Bay. He was mad because they got Jordan Love and they ain't really supported him. I don't think he ever had a first round receiver. They was get their receiver second and back. You know, they got the dude from Amari Rodgers from Clemson, but he upset. He want to go somewhere else, and obviously, you see Matt LaFleur. You know, when you on the goal line, people say Aaron Rodgers could have ran it in. I thought he could have ran it in, but then again, they kicked the field goal, get the ball back to Brady in the NFC Championship game. Brady iced the game. I'm pretty sure that factored into it, and he don't like the GM what the GM doing, and he could play. And most Packer fans played about 10 times, and rest in peace to him. How he didn't go out there and spend money for agency. They just trusted in the draft, but like I said before, just to let you know, see the NFL ain't unified. They just, nobody gonna support the players. They always just gonna do their own thing, and Aaron Rodgers, MVP, should be able to be on his worst behavior, be on his birthday behavior. He should be able to go wherever he want to go with. He probably tired of Green Bay. He ain't never had a first round weapon, or at least a receiver. Come on, man. People say, well, he don't take responsibility for his actions. Okay, I could agree that. He a little crybaby, little punk. He is that, but then again, somebody who cut his parents off, cut his mother off. You looking for loyalty and you looking for him to say wrong. He's an a-hole. We all know he's an a-hole, and then it's just it is what it is. But I like to see the NFL be more unified on stuff like this, and it just ain't been over the course of the last few years. The course of ever, it never been like that, and this is why the NFL is able to do what they do, and NBA is able to do what they do and get the money that they want to be unified. This is why the NBA can't, the NFL can't. So it is what it is. But Terry Bradshaw is finishing what he got to say. Jesus.
Rodgers, we know that Rodgers is not happy with the organization. There's a chasm between the two. Does Rodgers have a right to be this upset with the Packers?
With him being that upset shows me just how weak he is. Who the hell cares who you draft? He's a 3-time MVP in the league, and he's worried about this guy they drafted last year at number 1. Now, I don't know what was said behind the scenes. I don't know if he said, look, I'll play this year, and then I want out of here, and they said, fine. Then he's the MVP in the league. I don't know. None of us know. Unless he told some insiders, and they're saying it. I don't hear it. And for him to be upset, my God, I don't understand that. Pittsburgh drafted Mark Malone, number 1, Cliff Stout in the 3rd or 4th round. I had them coming at me from all angles. I embraced it because when we went to practice, I wasn't worried about those guys. It didn't scare me a bit. So I don't understand why he's so upset at Green Bay. And then if they fired the general manager, he'll come back. Are you kidding me? Really? Aaron, that's where this is. Here's what I'd do. I wouldn't budge. Let him gripe. Let him cry. Retire. You're 38. Go ahead and retire. See you later. I'm really strong about stuff like that. And it just makes him look weak. In my way of looking, it makes him look weak. How dare you draft somebody? Or, I played better. What did he say? I played better than they thought I would. Or I don't know. Oh, me being the MVP really screwed him, really messed him up. Well, you're going to make, I don't know how much money. That obviously he doesn't need the money. So probably he should just retire and go do Jeopardy. That's the way I look at it. But I wouldn't budge. I'm strong about stuff like that. I wouldn't budge a bit. Either he gives in and Green Bay don't give in. Move on.
Terry, how do you think the threat is an empty one of retirement from Rodgers?
Hadn't thought of it like that, but call him on it. Call him on it. How do you become an MVP? It's like John Elway. I really applauded John Elway when he was MVP in the last Super Bowl he played in, and he retired. Now that's cool. Aaron Rodgers won 1 Super Bowl, but he's 3-time MVP. Empty threat. I can't answer. I guess I would say, I'm going to say no. I don't think it's an empty threat. I don't think I'm right, though. I'm confused. No, really. I'm a little confused. I never thought like that. And Mark, I never gave it a thought.
Yeah.
Is it an empty? Well, you know what? If he said, if you don't trade me, I'm retiring. So Jimmy Johnson once told me, anytime an athlete says, I'm thinking about retirement, he is already retired. So I would call him on it. I flat would call him on it. Mark, Maggie, I'd call him on it. But yeah, golly, I've never hem-hawed around about something so much in my life.
Well, Terry, how about this? If they do decide that they want to trade Aaron Rodgers, who do you think is going to be first in line, second in line, trying to do everything they can to pry Rodgers out of Green Bay?
I don't know. I thought 49ers, since he's from the Bay Area, would be good. They drafted their guy. I thought, and they have Garoppolo. I've read, like most of you, Denver. And that probably, would be the likely scenario. The Bears drafted their guy. Where could he go? New Orleans, maybe. But golly, you've got to pick up how much money, dead money, if he $38 million or something like that. I mean, he's really put them in a pickle. Green Bay is really in a pickle. And if he retires, then that.
All right, man. We heard Terry Bradshaw, what he had to say, and for the most part, probably right on that one, man. Probably right. Should force, call his bluff on the retirement. I think it is an empty threat, especially when he got one Super Bowl. If it's dude with 2 or 3 Super Bowls, and then maybe I think he will retire. Especially, obviously, he could get the Jeopardy job. So it is a threat, but I don't think he'll retire. Even AJ Hawk, who won't be on the Pat McAfee show, said the same thing. He ain't gonna be. I think they said on the show. I'm not saying it was him. It wasn't going to be he wasn't gonna retire. You're gonna see Aaron retiring. He also said that he didn't want the GM fired. So a lot of this is false. But then when Aaron Rodgers don't come on and say it's false, everybody believe it's actually factual. So I mean, it is what it is. Check out the NFL playlist. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All my social media links description. Fast way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. You can reach out anytime you want to advertise your business on the channel, video requests. You just chop it up. Hit me up. Also got a Facebook group link in the description as well too. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate, share the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section one time for the one time. Check the NFL playlist out. Also check my other channel out, Motor City Sports Talk. Everything in Detroit right here on YouTube. Peace.